Electorate attracted government officials, stakeholders, military and security agencies who saw to the smooth and hitch-free electoral process. The newly elected executive has Chief Patrick Onyedioba as president, Sir Okechukwu Nwabueze as first vice president, Comrade Walter Ohiri as second vice president, Comrade Hilary Obacharo as secretary, and Mr. Chinedu Njoko as assistant secretary. Others are Mr. Okechukwu Chidozie, Financial Secretary, Mr. Sylvester Obaraji, Treasurer, Mr. Ndubisi Mmadu is PRO1, Mr. Emmanuel Igwe is PRO2, Mr. Peter Amobi is Provost 1, while Mr. Emeka Okenwa, Provost 2. Speaking after the election, a stakeholder, Mr. Michael Ohazurike, described the election as smooth and hitch-free and expressed optimism that the new executive will deliver their mandates for the betterment of Awada community.
I shall use that one as a platform of justice, platform of honesty, platform of truthfulness.
Also speaking, the second vice president, Comrade Ohiri, who expressed satisfaction at the outcome of the election, stated their preparedness to work relentlessly to lead Awada community to greater heights, and pointed out that their administration will ensure proper evacuation of refuse.
We are going to work and promising them that security, because it's very important. Security is number one. Number two is we are going to carry dustbin.
The secretary, Comrade Obacharo, commended all who partook in the exercise, which he described as of optimum importance to bring progress to the area, and promised to lead the association with the fear of God.
We are going to lead them to the fear of God. And I want people to hold us accountable if there is anything we are not doing well. My promise to everybody here is that the people of Awada will once again begin to witness good and quality leadership.
Adding their voices, some of the youth, including Mr. Christian Mwadike, expressed confidence that the new executive will transform Awada community and pledged their unalloyed support to them. From Awada, If Nayanwankwo reporting for ABS.
The member representing Onitsha North and South constituency at the National Assembly, Honorable Emeki Idu, has expressed gratitude to God for sparing his life and granting him victory during the last election. Honorable Emeka appreciated God during a Thanksgiving Holy Mass at Basilica of the Most Holy Trinity, Onitsha. Again, our correspondent, Emengino Sedebe, who covered the Mass report that it attracted the Obi of Onitsha, Igwen Emeka Achebe, the Obi in Council, members of Agbalanze and the Otuodo societies in Onitsha, various political stalwarts, other traditional rulers, which include Igweben Emeka of Umueri, the clergy, and other members of the society. We bring you the report.
A resident priest, Reverend Emmanuel Megwalo, who spoke on the topic, Looking for Life Where There Is None, regretted that some Christians believe and worship other gods which do not have life, adding that the only place one can have life and have it in abundance is in the resurrected Christ, urging the congregation to seek Christ for them to have a new life.
We are moved from darkness to light. That is the meaning of Easter. Let us keep away every form of darkness and begin to live our lives as those who have been resurrected in Christ.
Speaking to the ABS in an interview, the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Sir Bennett Emeka, commended the honorable member for coming back to thank God over his life and victory in an election, reminding the people on the need to turn away from their evil ways and seek God's face. On her part, President Otuodo Society of Onitsha, Enyi Ugobweze Florence Osoka, who was overwhelmed with emotions during Honorable Emeka's testimony, expressed optimism that a lot of people who have gone astray through his testimony will retrace their steps back to God. Other political stalwarts who spoke to the ABS include Senator Victor Ume, the Transition Committee Chairman, Idemili North Council Area, Honorable Chuks Igbanwa, and member representing Ogbari Federal Constituency, Honorable Afam Ogene, described Honorable Idu Emeka as a political warlord who has been in the political corridor for a long time, eulogizing him for his hard work and for deeming it necessary to thank God Almighty for his benevolence upon him, urging him to endeavor to represent his constituency well, as for whom much is given, much is expected. Speakers after speakers applauded Honorable Idu for taking a bold step to forsake other gods and follow Christ, who is the true God. The host, Right Honorable Idu Emeka, who acknowledged the supremacy of God in his life, said he has given his life to Christ as all things have passed away, challenging the people to accept Christ and put their trust in him.
It is often said that youths are the leaders of tomorrow, and reports say 70% of Nigeria's population are youth, which stands at 151 million youths, and 42% of the number are under the age of 15. This generation of young people are lamenting the unproductive use of their energy and potential, even though they make up the world's population of 1.8 billion. Against this backdrop, they are clamoring for inclusion in the scheme of things in the country and for a brighter future. Our Abuja Bureau Chief, Ekwi Ajide, has more on this report.
On the agenda of a gathering tagged Adolescent and Youth Conference convened by Plan International in Abuja. The conference was a whole youth event aimed at creating a platform for the exchange of ideas and opportunities to building a better world for future generations. Speaking at the conference, the Deputy Speaker of the National Children's Parliament of Nigeria, the Right Honorable Ibrahim Zana, said the voices of people like them have been neglected over the years and called for active participation of all to ensure inclusion and protection of human rights in the country. According to him, challenges adolescents face can only be surmounted if there are opportunities for education and economic empowerment, noting that actualization of these components would contribute to the journey of success by young people in shaping the political landscape.
Young people exhibit remarkable resilience, courage, and determination. As I've always said, and I just said earlier, our scars may be deep, but they shall not define us. We possess boundless potential to overcome obstacles and pursue our dreams. As we gather here today, let us not forget the struggles of young people, but instead, let us be inspired by our resilience and commit ourselves to creating a world where every adolescent, regardless of gender or background, has the opportunity to thrive and succeed.
The Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, represented by Clarice Ujam, on the other hand, recognized the enormous potential of the youths and called for boys and girls' education so they can attain the future of their dreams.
If the girl is encouraged to go to school and she becomes a graduate and she gets a good job and it is time to marry, and the person that will marry her will be one trader in my village in Aba or in Nnewi or in Lagos, she's not going to have a happy home, because the man will feel threatened. The man will make sure that he uses all his muscle and passion to pull that woman down. So as we are dragging the women, the girls along, please don't forget the boy child.
The country director, Plan International Nigeria, Charles Emanzuzo, on his part, said the essence of the conference was to build on the desire to shape the destinies of young people, to chart a clear roadmap for adolescents' well-being, health, and development.
That from this convening, we will have great action, great commitments, and we will sow seeds of greatness in the minds of some of our young people here. And then for the elderly ones who are here, the directors, the PAMSECs, very senior people, commissioners, you will listen and build solidarity with young people as you go back to your offices. So that when you speak, we want your colleagues, we want the ministers, we want other PAMSEC and other directors to hear from your voice.
The meeting agreed that if the impact and strength of young people are recognized, their quest for power and determination to achieve greater results will come to fruition. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
Floods in the Russian city of Orenburg have raised water levels to 2 meters above critical, leaving just the roofs of some houses showing. The city's mayor urged many residents to leave home as sirens sounded. Today, the floods are expected to spread through neighboring regions over the coming days and weeks. Kazakhstan has also been badly affected, with 100,000 people evacuated from their homes in last week. The flooding is being described as the worst to hit the region in 80 years. Last week, several rivers, including the Ural, Europe's third largest, burst their banks. A number flowed back and forth between Russia and Kazakhstan. High seasonal temperatures have led to rapidly melting snow and ice, compounded by heavy rains. The city has a population of 500,000 and is about 1,500 kilometers southeast of Moscow. Water levels are falling in Osk, further east and upstream of Orenburg. Osk was badly affected last weekend after a dam burst and saw rare public protest against low compensation offers and perceived failures by local authorities to save the dam. The Ishim and Tobol rivers are also reaching dangerous levels and are only predicted to peak around 23 and 24 April. Remember that you can follow news and programs from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, Oka, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, here are the main points again. We told you that the Anambra State government has awarded more contracts for infrastructural development. The Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Ibezim, tasked Ndebo on cultural preservation. We also told you that Nigerian youths have demanded protection of their rights as tens of thousands of people have been evacuated from their homes as Russian floods intensify. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news this morning. Thanks for joining us. I am David Okpokwasile.